Rainforests are tropical forests that experience a whole lot of rainfall every year. There are two types of rainforests: tropical rainforests, which are usually warm and humid and have more broadleaf trees, and temperate rainforests, which are usually cooler and have a wider variety of temperatures and have more coniferous trees. A couple of famous rainforests include the Olympic National Park in the Pacific Northwest, which is a temperate rainforest, and the Amazon rainforest in South America, which is a tropical rainforest. Rainforests are also very rich in life. Over 50% of land life on Earth are found in rainforests, including toucans, anacondas, golden poison dart frogs, and capybaras. Today on Feed My Curiosity, we'll take a closer look at some of the stranger life that lives in rainforests. Animals that hunt at night, animals that you can see through, plants that smell, and fruits that smell that you can also eat. We'll even look at ones that have been recently discovered. Let's find out what they are. One strange animal that lives in rainforests is the Salibus miltoni, or better known as the fire-tailed titi monkey. They're actually a recently discovered species found as early as 2011 by Julio Duplant and his team looking for animals in Mato Grosso, Brazil, and named after Brazilian primatologist Milton Thiago de Mello. The fire-tailed titi monkeys, with fiery red tails, a gray forehead stripe, and ochre sideburns, are usually small like other titi monkeys. They live in small family groups consisting of 2 adult parents and 2 or 3 children, spending their time hanging out and grooming each other. They live in a small lowland of rainforest between the Roosevelt River and the Aripuana River. They're unable to get to higher ground or swim across water, so they make do with whatever they can eat where they live, including fruits, leaves, seeds, and small critters like worms and crickets. What impresses Julio Duplant is that the region was already explored by a scientific expedition between the years 1913 and 1914, led by Theodore Roosevelt and Candido Rondon. Nearly 100 years later, fiery-tailed titi monkeys were discovered. Another strange animal that lives in rainforests is one that gives you the ability to see what's going on inside their bodies. That's right, we're talking about the glass frog. There are many different species of glass frogs, and each have different traits that make them unique, such as the Halione batrachium, which has faint yellow spots and white bones. Meanwhile, the coccinella has more vivid yellow spots, a white digestive tract, and green bones. Glass frogs are usually small, with the larger kinds being no larger than 3 inches. They're called glass frogs because, while generally they have green bodies, it's possible to see their internal organs through their translucent bellies like their heart and liver. Research suggests that this translucency is a camouflaging technique called edge diffusion, which allows the edges of their bodies to adjust and smoothly blend in with the leaf they are sitting on. Now let's look at a strange rainforest animal that's bigger and scarier, like the black caiman. The black caiman is a rainforest animal that grows very large, up to 5 meters or 16.4 feet, and they most definitely act their size and should be respected. These nocturnal territorial predators camouflage well to catch their prey. Their dark bodies allow them to blend in with the surroundings of the night and sneak up on their prey well before they realize they're about to be eaten. So if you happen to come across one in the rainforests of South America, make sure you give them plenty of space and respect their territory. Now let's talk about the common basilisk. And don't worry, they're not as scary as the black caimans. While they're smaller compared to the nocturnal alligators, they can still grow up to 30 inches in length. They're also named the Jesus lizard because when they feel threatened, they can run across water when needed. This is made possible through their large feet that have flappy skin between their toes. They're pretty quick too, with the ability to run up to 8.4 kilometers an hour, and younger Jesus lizards can run further than adults, between 10 to 20 meters on water before they sink. They're not poisonous to humans, but can pack a very powerful bite if you give them an opportunity to. So make sure to give them some space too. Rainforests are also home to some very strange plants, one of which is the Rafflesia arnoldi, also known as the corpse flower. Found in Indonesian rainforests, it's known as the biggest flower in the world, even if it doesn't look like a flower. It doesn't have any visible leaves, roots, or stems, and it feeds by attaching itself to a host plant like a parasite. Just like any other flower, it needs insects to fly over and pollinate it, and it attracts them by emitting an extremely smelly odor, which has been described as rotting flesh. For a flower that looks and smells like death, it's very fitting that the Demogorgon in Stranger Things was modeled after it. The corpse flower isn't the only smelly plant that rainforests grow. There are plants that grow smelly fruits that you can eat too, like the durian, with its smell often described as raw sewage and gym socks, and something that you can smell far away. They are very popular in Southeast Asian countries. Durians are large with a spiky outer shell. Inside the shell is a custard-like edible flesh, which is usually yellow or white, but can also be red or green. The fruit seeds are also found inside the shell, which can also be eaten as long as you cook them first. People who really enjoy eating durians say that as long as you are able to get past the smell, they taste absolutely delicious. Eating durian is described as a sweet, custardy cheesecake, with its flavor being a cross between caramel and vanilla. And people who buy durians say that the smellier they are, the tastier they'll be. While more than half of land animal and plant species on Earth live in rainforests, rainforests make up so little of the planet's total land surface, up to 7% to be exact. That makes rainforest life so precious, and yet they are under considerable threat due to human activities such as deforestation. Many of the rainforest life can only survive there, and there are still new species of animals and plants that are waiting to be discovered. That's why we must do what we can to protect our rainforests. What other strange rainforest life do you know of that we haven't mentioned yet? What is your favorite rainforest animal? Let us know by commenting below. Thanks for joining us on Feed My Curiosity. See you next time, and take care.